What is up, everyone? My name is James and welcome back to my channel. If you do not know, I am a Quimbadero, I'm an Aborisha in Lukumi, and I'm a Tata in Kisi and Pau. So, if you saw my earlier videos, which I know none of you did because it has no views, it's totally fine. You know, no hurt feelings. If you watch that other video, you'll see a few bone specimens that my partner and I pulled out of our backyard that we had buried a few weeks ago at some point after some religious ceremonies. And then, so we just dug them up recently, and I was going through the goat and black cat bones, and this little Macumba charm talisman came to me. So this is kind of, I guess you would say, like the part one of it. It has not been worked in the sense that it has not been put to the engangas or the tronco. It has not been put to the spirits of Quimbanda, in my case, Exu Sete Pedras and Pomba Gira, Reina da Calunga, Queen of the Cemetery. So the way, let me backtrack. So this is just an example to you guys of different ways that Macumba or witchcraft can be worked within Quimbanda. So this is actually one of my, I would say, like one of my favorite things to do, is to make small little charms and like things of that nature. Sometimes I've used like crucifixes and daggers and like things like that. And so this one is specifically going to be a charm that will protect the person or their house if you choose to keep it in your house. That's probably where I would keep it, is like by the front door. So this is going to be a Macumba, and this is goat bone. As you can see, I've fashioned it together. Right now it's just glued. So I will be taking some thread or very thin ribbon and reinforcing all of these glue points so that the piece really comes together with more natural elements, and so that it is more sturdy. So the goat bone, in this case I'm using goat bone because goats are very good at headbutting things, at ramming things, at breaking things up. So that is why you would use the essence of a goat in a spell or in some type of Macumba. And that is to give it that blocking energy, is to give it that energy of defense, of breaking whatever is coming at you up. So this particular part of the charm, and I'll show you, I'll show everyone in just a second the other part of the charm and the manner by which I'm going to attach them and how they're going to be worked and all of that stuff. So we're going to go over that in just a second. So this is going to be worked as the eye of Exu. So as you can see, this makes a triangle. So instantly it reminded me of an eye, reminded me of a point, a funnel, if you will, by which energy will siphon through. So I call this the eye of Exu in the sense that I'm going to be asking Exu to use this talisman as a way to pass, if you will, the energy that is like coming towards me. So it's asking Exu to be vigilant on your behalf at all times, and it's asking him to be aware of the intentions of all people that come into your home and all energy that attaches itself to you. So as you pass this charm, I like to think of it as like a dream catcher, how dream catchers have been worked, in the sense that dreams pass through them and negative things get caught up in the web. All energy will be passed through the eye of Exu. So that's why I would say we'll keep it by the front door, work it by the front door, because that is a place of high traffic in the home. Is the front door. You have many people coming and going. And so you always want to keep your door well protected against all negative forces that may have attached to you, any negative spirit or dark spirit that may have, been drawn to you for your light or whatever. So it is going to force all of that energy to then be being pushed through Exu's eyes, so that Exu is seeing and choosing the energy that he is allowing to come into his home, into the home of his priests. So this is the base of the charm. It's actually going to be fashioned like this. So that is going to be placed on Eshu's Nganga, and that is going to be worked for a period of time. And prayers are going to be done on that. Offerings are going to be done on that. Offerings are going to be given to Eshu so that he connects to this piece, so that he seats himself into this as a talisman, and that his eyes and his sight are always present by the front door. His attention is always by the front door, so he is always hyper vigilant of the energy and the people that are coming into our home. We use our home for many things, religious ceremonies. We use our home for readings, for clients, for hangouts. We constantly have family coming over, people coming over. And, you know, as that energy is broken up in spiritual work, you don't want it to get dislodged in your home, especially when you use your home for your spiritual things. So during those times, you know, you want to make sure that you have a good flow of energy through the house, that a window is open, that a door is open, and something of that nature. So we just actually physically and spiritually cleaned our bedroom. We took everything out of the bedroom. We cleaned the walls. We cleaned the floor. And I can honestly attest, my partner as well, we were actually speaking on this earlier, that the energy in the room is different. It's lighter. It feels cleaner in there. It feels just that it has a different vibration. We also like rearranged the room. So that's just kind of like spiritual maintenance that I find relevant to talk on, because this charm is a type of spiritual maintenance, in the sense that I'm going to be invoking Exu and Pomba Gira as the guardians of the house, as guardians of the door, to always be aware of the energy wherever this charm is placed. So that is how the base, the eye aspect, is going to be worked. I'm either going to tie it with like black thread or maybe black, red, and white thread. I really haven't decided. I think I might do black and then red on this part. This is a cross made out of black cat bones. So the reason that I fashioned it into a cross is because this will be placed on Pomba Gira's Nganga. Pardon me. And I will specifically be asking Pomba Gira da Kalunga to be the cross of discernment in all of my affairs, to be the judge, if you will, on all matters unseen, as she is the queen of witchcraft. She's the queen of Macumba. We call her feticera, or she who works witchcraft, she who weaves spells. So I specifically used and utilized black cat bones because of their inherent spirituality, because of their inherent ties to witchcraft, and Pomba Gira's inherent ties to witchcraft and to Macumba and all things nocturnal. So this will be placed on Pomba Gira, and this will be worked after the eye is worked on Eshu, and then both of them will sit and rest on the Ngangas as they're being infused with the essence of Sete Pedras and the essence of Kalunga. So this is, I am working this in a manner so that Pomba Gira is the cross, the intersection by which all energy passes through first. So if you want to think of it, this would be the crossroads before my house, spiritually speaking, and through that crossroads, may she divert all negativity and bring in and protect all blessing. So that is the manner by which the black cat bones are going to be worked. I'm going to anchor them with red thread in the center to make a cross so that it's tied. So once both of these aspects of the Macumba have been consecrated with the power and with the essence of Exu and Pomba Gira, I'm going to then fashion it in the center. Let me see if I can hold this a little better so you can kind of see. I'm going to fashion it in this manner as one piece that is attached like that. So that will be the eyes of Quimbanda, this Macumba, this talisman that has come to me, that I am now like bringing into the physical world and giving it life and giving it purpose and giving it ache and giving it direction and telling it, okay, this is what you will be used for. These are the spirits that will be tied to it. This is the manner by which these components will all come together and create one piece of spiritual energy, a vortex for all of that unseen, for all of those unseen forces to be siphoned through. So then, if you can imagine, with the cross in the center, on each of the 3 points, I'm going to be putting vulture feathers, small vulture feathers that we've gathered recently from Key West, Florida, on our trip, our little mini vacation that we took. And the reason that I'm going to be using vulture feathers are, vultures are particularly tenacious. They are carrion, so they eat they're scavenger animals. They eat the flesh off of dead remains. So I'm specifically invoking the spirit of the vulture as another animal that's inherently tied to witchcraft. And in this case, the feathers will be dispersing all of that negativity, lifting all of that negativity and carrying it away on the backs of the vulture, so that it's far from my home, so that it's far from all of my affairs, so that nothing comes into my home, spiritually speaking, and impedes any of the energy in the home. So that is going to be the way by which this Macumba is consecrated, and I am so excited to show you guys the end product of this talisman. And I may do some videos here and there as I do different parts of it. I haven't quite decided yet, honestly. All right, guys, that is all that I have for you. I hope that you are having a fantastic Thursday. I wish you many, many blessings, and I hope that this message finds you well wherever you are. Until next time, have a great day.